Game time, Brian. Your name's staying the icon. You need a way to the fire. Lady with hammer stills gunned in the living room. Just a mailbag full, delivering letters. Now I'm dropping that fuel from the 9 to 5 to the Cowboys grind. Turn my voice into a platform. Game time, Brian. Every snap, every play, break it all down. Blue and silver pride, yeah, I rep this town. From the news to the rumors, every hot debate. If it's Cowboys talk, man, I'm never late. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep, and we still chase it. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every game day is game time again. Game time, Brian, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail route grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Dak takes the snap, Micah on the chase. Talking O-line, defense, who's making the plays? Trades, rumors, draft picks too. If it's Cowboys news, then you know I come through. No network scripts, just a fan with a voice. Doing this my way, yeah, that's my choice. Breaking it down for the real, no cap. If you're riding for the star, then you know where we at. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep and we still chase 8. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every damn day, it's game time again. Yeah, top run, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail rail grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Leg nights, early mornings. Yeah, I built this up. Did it for the fans, never just for luck. One video turned.
After 2 weeks of wondering what this Dallas Cowboys team would look like, we finally got our answer on Monday Night Football as the Dallas Cowboys take down the Las Vegas Raiders 33-16 in Week 11 of the NFL season. Welcome in to Cowboys Update. I'm your host, Kyle Yeomans. Now, there were a lot of different elements to this game, but the number one was that it was the first game back for the Dallas Cowboys since mourning the loss of one of their teammates, Marshawn Kneeland, a week and a half prior. The Cowboys back on the field, and they showed out in a big way for their fallen teammate. With the 33-16 win, the defense looked brand new. Yes, they had new faces on the defensive side of the ball, but the Cowboys offense finished with 4 passing touchdowns. All of these things adding up to something that Coach Schottenheimer said he is very proud of.
So proud of these guys, Calvin. I mean, the way that they grieved, cried, laughed, but they wanted to honor him, and we're not done honoring him. He's a part of our family forever, but it's been tough, man. I mean, these past 11 days have been really tough, and but I'm proud of those guys because just the way they played with Marshawn's play style.
Certainly did just that. They held their opponent under 300 yards for the first time this year, just 270 yards total for the Las Vegas Raiders. Cowboys scored more than 24 points for the first time since the Week 7 win over the Washington Commanders. It had been quite some time since the offense did what they did in this matchup against Las Vegas. But let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. Some newcomers added via injury returns. How about DeMarvion Overshown in his first game back since tearing an ACL, PCL, and MCL last December? Logan Wilson was a trade deadline acquisition. He played a lot of the snaps at the linebacker spot for the Cowboys, and then Quentin Williams, of course, another trade acquisition. He was, of course, one of the best defensive tackles in football during his time with the New York Jets. He finished with a sack and a half in this game on Geno Smith. Ultimately, one of the best debuts we've seen in quite some time.
Wow.
I'm playing with some great individuals, man. You got Kenny Clark, you got Osa, you got Easy, you got JD over there, man.
Cause I'm easy.
The guys around me, man, is playing
Easy
unbelievable.
like
It helped me. All I just kind of needed to do is just do my job, and it was that, man. But having a great group of guys around me make it easy for me. So
We're going to leave it right there for now, but good afternoon, everybody. For most of us, there's some of us that it's still morning on the West Coast. But good afternoon. I'll let the Zoom crew in a few moments. But I'm back, everybody. We had a great time in Vegas. Again, you always want to do more. Every place we went, it seemed like there was loud music. I guess the weekend thing, I thought Fremont was kind of lame with just, I had been there before, multiple times. I don't know if I've ever been there on the weekend. And it was catered to the young crowd. A lot of weirdos out there. A lot of weirdos. But I'm back. We could talk about it all. Phil is back, hard to work. I feel so bad for Chris May. He's stuck in an airport, I think. And we'll get into that. But they tried to do that to Phil as well. The weather was, the weather when we left Vegas was incredibly bad. But I'm going to bring in the Zoom crew. I'll get into everything with whoever. The link is in the community tab. So whoever wants to come in, hop on in. Let's see, who else is there? Okay, we got, I guess it's, oh, there you go. It's Gessie and it's Howley. But anyway, the weather when we were leaving, well, it rained a couple days, but it wasn't that big a deal. But when we left, it was kind of overcast and windy. And when we got into the airplane, the turnaround was crazy. The turnaround was nuts. They had to unload the plane and basically load the plane in 10 minutes. They loaded the plane in 10 minutes. So it was crazy. And it wasn't raining, but we started the taxi and it just deluged. And we turned the corner on one of the taxi lanes in the plane, and you saw a line probably 15 deep of airplanes just waiting to take off. I knew at that point that we were going to be sitting there a while. That was the frustrating part, is we were just sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. But, it is what it is. But they tried to get Phil to take a flight where there was no return, kind of like Chris May. And Phil said, no, I have meetings in the morning. I have to be home tonight, whether it's late in the morning. It doesn't matter. I got to be home. He fought with them. They found him just by happenstance, my flight, to go to Philly, and then he had a 2-hour layover. But because of sitting on the runway, the tarmac, basically the runway, for an hour and 15 minutes, it made it like about a 45 minutes. So he had time to get to his next gate by the time they moved the luggage over for him. It was good. I'm glad Loyal's here. We can break down what he did. I'm going to... First, before I talk to everybody, I want to run down the experience. And I know Phil is going to want to get involved at some point. We're not going to just let it go. There's a lot of content to be had still. I took a lot of video. I'm going to work on a Vegas video that I took on my GoPro. It's the first time I've used it, so it's going to take me a bit to get that all worked out. I'm going to try and put something together that kind of looks cool. I didn't film everywhere we went with it, but it'll be fun. But I want to thank some people before we get started. I heard some whispers out there, I'm not even going to really share who, but it's like a small gathering. Well, you have to start somewhere. We started out with this thing about getting together like 15, 18 deep. You always know things are, anytime you plan something, things are going to happen. Things always come up. You always find a reason why you can't, or you just can't. In Drew's case, he had like an issue, a death in a family. Rob, he sent me the obituary as, same thing. Again, how could anybody be upset? Oscar Perini, he had issues with it. He needs to get a friggin' passport, Oscar. Get a passport. Get a passport. So that way you don't have that issue anymore. I think that was the issue, Oscar. I don't know if I'm wrong. I apologize. But and who else? Who else? Randy McIntyre. He was going. He had everything booked. He had surgery on his knee, and because of the blood clots, he wasn't allowed to fly for another month or so. It's just the way it happens. But the people who were there, number one, my partner Phil, I'm glad that he was there. We kind of feed off of each other. I'm sure he's tired of me by now, but it's all good. Loyal Cowboy, we finally got to hang out in person. It was really like the same thing as meeting somebody that you speak with on Zoom. He is who he is. I don't know. I'll be curious to see what his opinion of me and Phil are. Honestly, don't be nice. Are we as nice as you thought, or am I a jackass? Whatever. It'll be funny. Chris,
you're
May.
a jackass.
All
No,
right.
I'm just playing.
There you go. You got Chris May. You got Chris May. He's a sweetheart. I got some funny stories about Chris. William Tilton was such a nice guy, man. He was so happy to meet us. And he was a very good. I'm going to mail William. I never did. Anybody who didn't get their shirts, I'm just going to mail you the shirts. Seemed like we couldn't. Everybody was in different hotels, and it was kind of tough to have a plan and then still hang out. But we did hang out. West Virginia country boy. His daughter, I'm not going to get too specific with the trolls, but his daughter is going to get him situated with Zoom, so he will start to Zoom in. But West Virginia country boy is a fantastic human, even though he hates me, I think, because I gave him some bad advice, but it's probably for the betterment because the tickets were ridiculously crazy. We'll talk about that. But his daughter was a sweetheart. She was like you could tell her and her father's bond. It was very cool. And Johnny, can't forget Johnny. He was a good dude too. Her friend who hung out with us. Johnny was a trip. Colleen, my producer. I say producer because that's what she is. She helps me with my T-shirt art. She helps me do all the stuff that is a pain, and I don't necessarily have the wherewithal between Colleen and my wife just doing. I brought them just in case, but I also brought them because I wanted them to have fun. They help me all the time. I'm working 40, 50 hours a week. I'm doing a YouTube channel. I don't have believe it or not, I don't have all the time to do all the little things. So without them, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing. So I brought them. I really do thank them for everything they do for me. First things first, let me start at, I will pick up from there in a minute. I have a bunch more people that I want to talk about, but I'm going to welcome in the Zoom crew. I don't want to keep them hanging too much longer. First things first, let's talk to Loyal Cowboy. You working, brother?
Yeah, I'm working. That's why I just wanted to jump on here real fast.
All right, so that's why I want to get you in and out. So what was your thought? Listen, you know how it is when you're with people, and I know how I am. I don't like the hardest thing is to get a game plan and go out and do something, and it's always tough. The more people, the harder it is, But what was your thought? That aside, what was your thought hanging out with me in prime time?
Oh, I had a good time, man. We did a lot of walking, man. We did a lot of walking. But it was cool. I mean, all in all, the experience, I felt like Sereni was there because it was like Dracula. He was like draining our money, draining our pockets. But other than that, it was okay. I mean,
yeah,
that's
but
my only
hanging out with
complaint
us, I mean, is it what you thought?
Yeah.
Are we like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because some people, they're not.
Yeah.
They're kind of like fake or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we had a good time, man.
Yeah.
Everybody was who I thought they were,
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And what time did you get in with your flight?
I had a little delay, so I didn't get home till like a quarter till 12.
Okay.
But there was like there was some engine problems on the plane, so there's a little bit of layover. So I won't fly United again. It's just,
Well, you got to understand, all the airports were having issues. So, I mean, I wouldn't say a blanket statement, but I haven't I don't know that I've ever flown United. I don't know. I'm sure I have. I know I've flown United before. I know I have. It's been a long time. I normally end up on American Airlines. Is it the most awesomest thing? No, and they had delays too, but they try and get you there. Delta, I don't think Delta's the one I've ever flown, but I'm glad you made it. I've finally got home with all the delays. I don't know. I think I got home around, I don't know, but like when did I text everybody? 8 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock. I don't know, something like that. But it was fun, man. It was fun. It did drain me though. I know. I talked to Phil. Phil's exhausted today. So, game time.
So Loyal, quick question.
Yep.
Did you end up getting a roommate?
Yeah, Chris.
Okay. I ended up, so I thought I canceled my flight and I didn't. So I ended up paying for that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh crap.
Yeah, well, it said I fucking canceled the flight, but I would have loved to go to Vegas with you guys.
Yeah, man.
But
Well,
I ended up, and the good thing is I ended up buying another car. So
there you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well, I figure maybe next year or something, maybe we can have destination in Florida or something like that. What do you think?
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I think we wait. I think we wait for the schedule in April and make a good a good informed decision on what game we want to go to. Number one, and
yeah. I'm down to go to everywhere, but it's just Vegas. Yeah, not that one.
yeah, no, I don't hear you. I mean, I don't blame you, but again, we didn't have too much time to gamble, so it wasn't like we were gambling. We were, too busy.
Yeah, so we didn't have time like CD and this guy
Yeah,
Pickens.
yeah. But we got Jesse in the house, we got Hallie, and we got Vinny Hagen. How's everybody doing? In no particular
Live and
order.
I'm doing okay.
First of all, hello to everybody, and welcome back, Bri.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Hello,
it.
everybody. Hi,
Vacations
Vinny.
aren't vacations like
What's up,
work,
everyone?
though. I mean, you have to be here, you got to be there, and it's a lot of work to be on vacation,
It
isn't it?
is. It is, and it's like everywhere I went, it was like, all right, I'm gonna do a video, and there's loud music, and it's like the work it takes to edit all of it. You end up with nothing. So it was like I had to pick and choose. That's why we were like, where do we want to go? I thought Brewdog was a good spot the first night or the first time we did it, even though that drink didn't look good, Loyal, right? It looked kind of
It was tricky, huh?
feminine, but man, was that tasty. That was a
you
strong
drink it,
hitting,
then it's
tasty
like-
drink. Yes, that was good.
I just wanted to say that you were, Loyal said there's a lot of walking, and you took advantage of them because you're able to walk like it's nothing. Everybody else probably never walked that much in their life.
Loyal,
I do.
Oh, you do
I do
too?
that on the daily. Yeah, I walk a lot.
Loyal
okay,
was saying,
then
man, your
I'm
calves
sorry,
are
but I
big."
don't know about Phil. Phil, maybe not.
Phil, yeah, he wasn't necessarily loving all the walking, but we all kind of walk. But yeah, I do walk every day. Like it's not even if it's absolute. So yeah,
Yeah, I
but
felt sorry
Loyal's
for
like,
Chris.
dude, your
Chris
calves are
looked like
big.
he
I'm
was
like, that's a
hurt.
lot of walking right there. I would, it's just, and it's, it's.
But I did feel sorry for Chris because about his problems
It
sometimes.
is,
So.
yeah. Again, let's just say that he's a nice guy. And speaking, how about that one thing, just real quick? I don't know what I said or what we didn't say, but if anybody knows, when you go over to the New York, there's a bridge going over to the MGM. We seem like we were over there a lot, but on that bridge, right, Loyal, there's those girls who want to. They always were like coming at me for some reason. I don't know, Loyal.
Oh, I thought they got you. They had the
Well, they
lash
got me a
around you and
couple
stuff.
times, but you got to know how to get out of it because they want your money and they want your credit cards and they want to take pictures for ridiculous amounts of money. Yeah, they're half dressed, but okay, But I said, like, she put her thing around me, like what do you call that, Loyal? What the hell was that? Whatever, her big scarf thing says, come here, whatever you want to get, and like, where are you from? She's doing that whole, stripper thing, So
Are you talking about a boa?
whatever the heck it is, one of those things that the big things, but
Man catcher.
yeah, man catcher, whatever. But anyway, she put it around me. I'm like, I'm doing wonderful, but you know what? My friend Chris could use a pick me up, and instead of Chris just saying, "Hey, ladies, how are you?" he got sucked in like the black
Nice
hole.
friend, Brian.
I got
nice
the pick.
friend.
And we walked into the MGM, and we're looking because it was kind of nasty weather. We're looking out the door, and Chris is sitting there, right, Loyal? For how long?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
he was there for a good minute.
a good minute. It was like 3 minutes, and Phil's getting. It's like, what the heck? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I thought he would have said, "Hey, girls," and kept moving. He got sucked in like a magnet. Next thing you know, he's reaching in for money. I'm like, no, don't do it. But he got 2 pictures for $20. They're
Is
very
that the
cool.
pictures you see with him?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God. All right.
So I take, so that just gives you how nice he is. But sometimes.
Tell him about Fremont.
Oh God. Well,
Like,
Fremont
Chris
Street.
got welcome to Vegas.
I don't know what's still on my. We had one lady, Hallie. She was dressed up. She was a tall. I don't know. She was probably what, late 20s, mid 20s, maybe early 30s, maybe 20s or 30s. Tall blonde girl, but not, built well. Let's just leave it at that. But not, But she had like some sort of nun outfit, like a nun hat on, right, and nun skirt on, but she had nothing on but what. Or nothing on up top.
She had her pasties.
She just had duct tape over her nipples, basically. That's what you deal with at Fremont Street, man. You get nuns that are half, or let's say scantily clad. I don't know. How did I remember that, Loyal? Do you have any other? My wife's looking at me. Colleen's looking at me. I'm like, I don't know.
You're the wife's the one that brought it to everybody's attention. She's like,
look at her. I'm like, yeah, well,
half naked nuns, huh?
Yeah, and then there was another lady. I know he got her on camera. I tried to go away from her. That was horrendous, Loyal. She was like, just.
Are you talking about the Momo chick?
The Momo chick.
No, not that Momo chick.
Did you see
No,
it,
this
Jesse?
chick had her butt crack hanging out, and at first I thought it was Momo.
She hardly had any clothes on. Momo made her look. Momo was better looking than her.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
did you figure out if one of those 2 girls wasn't really a girl? The one that was taking pictures of Chris.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it,
I
Hallie.
think they were both girls. I didn't see any Adam's apple, if that's good. Loyal, they were both girls, right? Right?
I think I wasn't really paying it. I just kept moving. I was like,
Well, Phil
I'm
said one of
outta
them had
here.
a 5 o'clock shift.
No, I did. That was me. That's me.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. One of them, I was joking. I was allowed. I think they were both female, but they, listen, they were cracking down on that. And listen, I don't mind that, but when it's like you find some interesting people out there, very interesting. But that's part of it, And if you're from like the deep South, or you're not used to that, it is a culture shock. That I could tell you. But the weather was interesting. I had never been there. I've always been there in the middle of the summer, so to be there when we were was kind of interesting. But we'll get to more of that. Let's start. Let me finish my. I get to the Philly airport to go, right? And
yeah, I just want to cut off. I didn't want to cut you off real fast. I was going to say, I'm going to jump off here, but I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing an NFC East clash tonight with no guests, but just.
I'm game.
Like 9 o'clock Eastern. I'll do I'll put up an Eagle helmet and a Cowboy helmet, and I'll open up the Zoom call. And that Eagles Drew is when you can be Eagles Drew. You know what I mean? Not that I want you to be yourself, but then you can be over the top. The NFC East clash. Tonight would be the night. But all right, Loyal, we'll see you later then, buddy. All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye, Loyal.
Later.
First things first. Phillies fans at the airport. Again, I love the Philly airport. I used to hate the Philly airport, but over the last few years, I've been to a decent amount of airports. The Philly airport has gotten their act together, Vinny Hagen. You get actually spoiled now when you fly into Philly with all the nice places to eat and hang out. Not every airport is like that. A lot of the airports, it's all Burger Kings and fast food stuff, whereas Philly, there's bar after bar after bar, but they have its actual local establishments that have a spot in the airport. So I'll be curious to talk to Phil. But I don't know if I had any Dallas stuff. I have my Dallas sweats on, my heavy-duty Dallas sweats. But there was a couple people who recognized me, and that was funny. But I would say the most interesting thing that happened was I was at the New York, and that was when we were walking around. I don't know if you guys remember, they had a Dallas pep rally at the New York outside. I was getting some video. I don't know if I was live or I don't know. I can't remember, but I have it. I gotta either issue it. But I'm at a urinal going to the bathroom at the New York, when somebody says, looks over while he's going to the bathroom, locks eyes at me and says, "Game time, Brian." I'm like, "Hey, how are you? Is this an odd place for somebody to talk to me, Jesse? What would you do?" I was like,
I'd
"Hey,
be
how
like,
are you?"
yeah.
So that was funny, and then I quickly, because we had a reservation, I quickly slipped through. But he was nice. We were talking while going to the bathroom, so that was interesting. Some of the main, things. The Raider fans. Listen, the game was, I would say, 70-30, Cowboys to Raiders, and the stadium was packed. I did make an error in judgment. I told West Virginia to wait for tickets on the day of. The only thing I could guess is, and if anybody in the chat has any thought on it, when I went to the Jet Cowboy game, I waited till the day of, and the tickets dropped. I got row one, like at the 5 to 10 yard line behind Dallas bench for a real good price. So I just assumed that's what would be the case. They should have got the tickets the night before when we were all hanging at the bar. There were 800 a pop, but I don't know if there were straight tickets. So I may be off the hook, but I feel bad because they didn't buy them. That's still a lot of money, people. But that was even closer than we and Phil were. That's what I think. Phil paid $700 plus fees for our tickets, but that was over a month and a half ago. So, I feel bad that West Virginia, who's going to be joining us on the Zoom calls as soon as his daughter gets him straight. So, yeah, again, I apologize. I mean, at the end, that's why to try and block, like me and Phil picked this game. We didn't know it was going to be a Monday Night Football game. We didn't know that, but we were kind of, once we found out, we made it work. Dallas plays a lot of primetime games. I don't know. I mean, it sucks, but it was fun. We had a great time. Another quick point. If anybody has anything that they want to ask, please, step in. We will talk, a little bit of football on this stream, but I wanted to do a lunchtime chat and talk to everybody. And I'll get to the chat shortly. If anybody really wants a question, I'll get into it. But, the Raiders Stadium was very, very impressive on the outside. It was awesome on the outside. It is not even in the top 10 in size, FYI. Dallas is the third biggest. So, again, when you go inside, it's nice. What I liked, like the positives, was the screens. I hate the AT&T big screen hanging over the field. I don't like it. I like what they had. They had an awesome scoreboard and one end zone with a stat board on either side. They had another big scoreboard. I like that better. I like the audio visual. I like how they kept I like the music they played in the stadium. Very cool. It got everybody involved. But the stadium itself was blah. I was not overly impressed with the Raiders on the stadium. Did not meet my expectations from the outside. That's all. That's all I'll say. It wasn't, it's not what you think, people. But it was great where it's situated and it's awesome. Oh, and they do close the road. Remember, I was doing that one tour on the first day, and I walked over the bridge. They shut, just like in Philly. You know how South Philly, they shut a lot of those roads off. The whole road is shut off. There's no traffic, so the whole road, which makes sense. I didn't think of it. They just shut it off, and you walk. We took, because of Chris May's knee, it was 5 sizes too big. We took an Uber from Mandalay to the game. And it took like 20 minutes. It was literally across the street because you got to go all the way around, maybe 15 minutes. But it was real easy walking back from the game. So I just wanted to clear that up. But what's going on? Anybody have anything that they want to talk about right now? Anybody want to get a question in before?
Oh, just a game time. Since you're going to do a clash tonight, recommendation. I would recommend Lloyd to go at Drew because they're going at it.
I'm not going to specialize anybody.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to have a clash with helmets, and whoever wants to join can. Whoever wants to fight, I just don't want yelling over each other.
No.
Again, because then I'll mute whoever they are. Again, you got to talk and take your time and talk and have a debate, and we'll go at it. I don't even know if Drew's available. I don't know, but
What
anybody
up,
else?
game time?
What's up,
What up,
man? How you doing?
everybody?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I'll be at work tonight, so I won't be able to be on there
Okay.
anyway.
Hi, Lloyd.
Hey,
Hi, Thomas.
What's going on? What's going on?
what's up, guys?
So what's up,
Anyways, how
Thomas?
was
We
the?
missed you, Thomas. We missed you, brother.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, what's up?
I'm sorry you weren't there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man, couldn't make it, man. My cousin's mother-in-law, she got sick, man, and she fell for the worst. Couldn't make it.
Yeah.
We decided that we're gonna do the Cowboy LA Charger, home finale for the Cowboys, December 21st.
Well, that's cool. It was a great game, though. I will tell you that. Yeah, the game was incredible, man.
Maybe I'm not gonna say anything quick or nothing, but maybe that game may have some playoff implications written on it. Hopefully.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be wonderful. Again, that would be good. Again, I'm more in the mindset of, okay, now you got to go out and win another one. And we'll talk about the Eagles tonight. We don't have to touch too much on the matchup this weekend, but obviously it's a big game. We could talk a little bit about the Cowboys. Again, we beat a bad football team, but a road win looking the way it did. Hallie, did you have something to say? I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you. You were saying something about they were putting over the I forgot what you call it. Words are just escaping me now,
Yeah,
but
I
the
know. It happens
noise
to me.
that they make,
Oh,
the
yeah,
fake
yeah.
noise crowd.
That was unbelievably blatantly obvious. It was not that the stadium wasn't electric at times, because I will tell you that national anthem, or with those three singers, was as best as I've heard. It's the best one I've ever heard live. It's one of the best I've ever heard. That guy was good with the two girls. That was about as good. Me and Phil were had goosebumps. We're like, dude, this is incredible. So that was good. I thought that the halftime show with Nelly, he had. I looked at the video that I was live at. It doesn't do it any justice. That place was jumping, and then obviously the young heads were all bitching. I'm like, it was. I'm just telling you. But Phil was a bigger Nelly fan than I was, but even I was into it. So I'm just telling you, that was a treat. I didn't get a chance to do an analysis of the first half because of it, but it is what it is. But I enjoyed that. But yeah, it was blatantly obvious that they had they were piping in. It was just obvious. We were looking around. You're hearing all this. It was a roar. It wasn't that it was no. It was a roar, and we're looking. We're like, where's the roar coming from? It was fake. Now, my thing to Phil is the NFL is probably in on it because it's a Monday night football game, kind of like what they do with the dancers at the halftime show at the Super Bowl, where they're all paid all around the stage. If you ever go to the game or see a wide angle, there's nobody else doing that except people right in the camera. They're acting like they're having an unbelievable time. That's the only thing I could think of, that they wanted to sell it and be loud. I don't think that's friggin' fair. It was deafening when Dallas was down near the goal line early on in that game. I could not hear myself, and I'm like, dude, there's no Raiders fans. I mean, there were some standing up, but it wasn't nowhere. You could tell that it was a volume control that they were kicking up. I don't think that's cool, man. I don't think that's cool, but I guess all stadiums do it. Anybody's thought on that? I mean...
Hey, question two there, Brian.
Yeah.
How was the fan ratio between you, Dallas and Raiders?
I said it's about probably 70-30. Dallas,
Wow.
maybe 60-40, but there was. It's a good. I mean, that's the issue, right? The Raiders. That's not where they're from. So these people just, my guess is they put their tickets up on StubHub, and if anybody has any information about it or whatever. They put these tickets up on the sites. If they don't get the enormous, the big time fee that they want, they just go to the game last minute. I'm assuming that's what was happening. They were not coming down off the price on the day of the game because it was an exciting game, I guess. But if I'm a season ticket holder, even if I could sell it for $800, I would. But they were trying to get $1,500 and $1,600. Phil, you could have made big time money if he sold our seats. He thought about it, but I had to talk him out of it. Now he didn't think about it, but I don't know. I think that should be legal.
Brian,
yes.
Yeah, Brian. I heard they were coming down on them tickets.
They weren't coming down the day of. They were like the day before was the sweet window that West Virginia should have bought it. But it is what it is. I feel bad, but I'm sure they had a great time anyway. They saved the money. We'll go to a game again. It's hard to get everybody to go to one spot. It's unfortunate, but again, we had a great time. So it didn't really affect nothing. So what's going on to everyone in the community? Lloyd, what's up, brother? Joe Tranchina from Italy. Eagles getting paid to get your ass whipped. Well, we'll talk about that tonight, Lloyd. Again, we beat a 2-win team, but they did have Max Crosby. You saw him early on in the game. But let's be honest. Dallas stopped their running game to, I think he had 7 yards rushing. Again, I know their offensive line stinks, but they did what they had to do. I don't think anybody can say anything else. They did what they had to do. They came out of the game relatively healthy. Their offense looked great. I think you take it. It's a win that Dallas had to have the way they did it. And if they didn't, it would have been lights out. Now it keeps you. Now you got to go on to the next and play arguably the best defense in the league. They may be struggling offensively, but they have a great defense. So it'll be an interesting matchup.
Well, you've definitely made an impression on all the talking heads because now they're really out hyping you guys up.
Yeah, well, you know how that
going
works.
on a run, and it's I guess it makes for good entertainment.
Yeah. Well, again, the good thing is, like the next 3 weeks, you're going to play good games. So, like very good teams. So you're going to know right away what you're dealing with. If that's what they do, though. That's what
Rob,
talking heads do.
Good for ratings. Hey, what's up, Vinny?
Yeah, I just wanted to say prayers to you and your family for
most
what you're
definitely,
going
Rob.
through.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys
that's-
as family. I appreciate it.
Yeah, first and foremost, other than the game, it's more family wise. I agree.
Yeah,
I just want to say
appreciate it.
I wanted to say hugs to you, Rob.
Thank you. Thanks
That's
all.
nice.
Thanks to all of you. I always refer to us when I do a super chat, and anytime I come in, hey family, because regardless of Eagles fans, Giants, Cowboys fans, I love the fact that this channel is a centralized NFC East channel, and anytime that we talk football, especially when I talk Cowboys, it's never slander. I just speak my views, and I give credit when credit's due. You guys had a hell of a good win against. I don't care if it's against the Raiders. They're still a NFL football team. You guys looked good, and I just want to say appreciate all the prayers and everything. But I look at us as family is my point, and I really appreciate and love all you guys. So
And
thank you guys. I appreciate it.
we're watching the chat and everything, we always look for specific people that are on there. And when we don't see you on there, we're like, is everything okay? You're always concerned when somebody's not on there when you expect them to be there. That's just saying that. That's all. It's out of football, but I just enjoy you coming on.
And I appreciate you too, Vinny, and all of you, family. Love you guys, and thanks for the prayers, and in return, just best wishes to all of you. I hope all of us have a great holiday, and
thank you.
Let's just enjoy some football, and best of health, especially to all of us, and as Mark puts it, sometimes we are all getting older, and shit, time just flies. Time just flies, and so I appreciate all of you.
Rob.
Say thank you. Love you guys.
Got your back, Rob.
Yeah, back at you, kid.
Appreciate it.
Hey, game time. For me personally, watching that game, I was surprised how the two acquirements you got hit the ground running.
Well, I think those are positions that can do exactly that. Again, you're not talking about. I'm not talking about Logan Wilson, but more like Quinn Williams. That if that
Yeah.
didn't happen, I would have been concerned. I mean, he did
Very.
exactly what he was supposed to do and has done most of his career. So that's. I was still annoyed. Phil was pointing it out early in the game with the defensive coordinator. As good as I think it's going to be going forward, maybe not the end of this year, but next year and all. It's gonna. That defensive coordinator needs to slow down the zone. I'm sorry, but as soon as they stop doing it at points in the game, that's what those plays were that they were getting was a zone, and any good quarterback can beat a zone. I mean. I'm sorry, unless you're getting there in less than 2 seconds, they can find it. Especially with players who, they're filling in right now in the secondary. Hooker, thank God he was back, but that zone was killing us. And that's why I was encouraged again with Savon Ravel. You saw him; he's a very good zone corner, but first game back, first game in the NFL. He played really well, I thought, and when he manned up, he played even better, which I didn't know that he could do. Again, a short sample size. Again, it's not great receivers. It was Tyler Lockett, but still, that's all you can go by. But the zone's got to stop. It has to stop at the rate that it is. So, anyway,
I just wanted to say some of the impact it made a couple of the players that we were frustrated with made them have good plays like Murray and Williams that they did a couple of good plays in there. So really a veteran and when that knows what he's doing helps a lot with the ones that are struggling.
Well, when you get pushed up the middle, that makes everybody better. Makes everybody cover better, because you can put more pressure on the quarterback and makes your defensive backs and linebackers look better than sometimes what they are. So that does help. Hey, Wade, you're very, very quiet.
Yeah, no shit.
You okay?
You all right? You look
What up,
worried.
Wade?
Oh no,
I'm
fine.
All right.
I'm just ready for us to throw a 40 burger up on the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm with you, buddy.
I kind of like
Sorry,
the
Rob.
way I kind of like the way Savon Revel and Kalen Carson's. I like the way they played. Kalen Carson, he showed a lot when we played Arizona, and I like how Savon Revel can press man and still keep up with the receiver. Of course, he need a little bit more time to get acclimated, but so far I like what he did, and Malik Hooker stepped up in that game too.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of your competition as well. So I mean, let's see what Ravel does against a better group of receivers.
He didn't play much, Rob. We're just
yeah. You're right. I watched the whole game, my man. Believe me, I won $1,500 off you guys on that game. So much respect. And anytime I put money, I watched. So I mean, no, he didn't play much. I think he kind of looked like he was on a pitch count, but
him and Overshown.
He was
right. Him and Overshown both, but I think this is where the test begins. You have 3 gauntlet of teams that you're going against, and I guess it's really, really time to see, can Dallas and that offense play good against legitimate defenses. And this is your test. And this weekend, I'm not looking for anything but a close. I think it's going to be a close game because it's a division game. We know each other really well, and I think both of our teams have gotten better since the trade deadline. Plus, healthy players are coming back on both teams. Us getting the Kobe Dean, you're getting Overshown. You getting your defensive tackle, and us getting our defensive end from Miami, and they both have been playing lights out. So I think it's going to be more of a defensive battle than it is going to be a high-scoring game. That's just me.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is I would agree that the Raiders' O-line stinks. So, if they didn't do that. But their defense is actually fairly decent. It's ranked 17th in total yards, 17th in total defense, ranked 20th in sacks, points allowed, they're 20, yards allowed, 15. I mean, they're, I would say, middle of the pack, maybe a little lower, but they're not like the worst in the league. And we've struggled against worse defenses. So it was encouraging that they were able to. Now, at the start of that game, it was kind of shaky because it's a loud place to play especially when they're pumping in the music or the noise. But I thought it went well. So Dallas was able to run the ball effectively, not great. I think that's the one thing that Dallas is missing is that home run hitter type running back. But again, I don't know that you need it if everybody does their job. But I thought it was good.
And trying to stop running up the middle and starting to use the outside, because against these two
Well,
beasts, against the Eagles, it's going to be tough to move them.
I
You
thought
know what I mean?
Schottenheimer played a good game. I think he ran the ball, but I thought there are some games you need to look at what's happening and change on the fly because it didn't get opened up until they started throwing the ball. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to throw to set up the run sometimes.
Well, you got to keep the defense honest to keep those safeties back.
They were, What's that?
What are your thoughts on Shoddy sitting Pickens and Lamb at the first drive?
Who's that?
What were y'all? So, what were you in primetime thinking when y'all saw that at the game?
I think that was for you, Game Time.
Sorry, I was reading the text message. What was that? I'm sorry.
No, I was wondering what yours and primetime's thoughts were when you realized that Shoddy had sit Pickens and Lamb on the
I didn't
first
even
drive.
notice that they weren't on.
Oh, really?
No, that just goes to show you. We had just heard an unbelievable rendition. I didn't notice that they weren't on the field. That's probably why they went 3 and out. I don't know. Listen, that is a good thing, people.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
if you
Absolutely.
you have to, you can't let the inmates run the asylum, so to speak. So you have to have it, and they respected it, and they balled out. I don't know what else. These players, that's what they do. That's what players do nowadays. Not all teams, not all players, but most. I mean, we got Jamar Chase. I think everybody would consider Jamar Chase one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best. He's going to miss a game for spitting on somebody. Does that mean he's a horrible person? No. I don't know exactly what happened. I heard meetings. Who knows? Unless I hear it from somebody I trust, I don't know. But they were late to something. So they paid the price. They missed the series. They won the game. You put it behind you. That's just today's NFL. Some teams will allow it, and maybe that's why they're not good. I don't know, but I thought they handled it well. Schottenheimer staying true to himself. There's rules. If you break the rules, no matter who you are, you're gonna sit. I don't see how anybody could have any problem with it. I don't know exactly what it was, but these are young guys too.
They broke curfew.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That they broke curfew, but I don't think they made a statement at all. I mean, to me, if you're sitting out a series, doesn't really, I think, make much of a
like Jimmy Johnson said. There's different rules for different players. Jimmy
Johnson
absolutely.
Said,
I mean, I'll cut a guy who's a backup, but I ain't. Michael Irvin misses the flight like he did. He missed the series.
He's playing.
He missed the series.
Right.
So I don't think anybody's going to say Jimmy Johnson did the wrong thing. You have to look at the talent. What George Pickens is doing, he's incredible. Everybody said, he's a malcontent. He's this,
right.
he's that. Dallas has made a big mistake. Where are those people now?
Well, I'm right here. I'll be the first one.
I wasn't saying you. I didn't know you said that.
No. But I'm saying that I'm still one of those people that think he can be, but he's not going to be in a contract year. Look at the difference of behavior in the sideline when you see CD throwing a fit for sitting out a series. Well, CD can't throw a fit because he's paid. CD Lamb.
CD Lamb and Pickens are close. They're really good buddies.
Well,
I don't know if they're. I don't know if there'll be a rift between them.
They both had to sit that series. CD Lamb he was animated on the sideline about it, and George Pickens wasn't. Well, CD Lamb's already paid. George Pickens is going to be on his best behavior because he's in a contract year.
But I didn't see CD Lamb being animated. I saw him standing side by side on the sideline.
Well, they talked about it. I mean, they talked about it, and they showed footage of him being animated. In fact, Mark even brought it up, saying, "Who shot his dog or something?" During that was his reference.
When was this?
During the game,
the first drive.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So my point is that George isn't going to act up right now. Why would he? I mean, it would cost him millions of dollars. I'm curious
I've
to see
seen it
how
happen before. So,
I'm curious to see how he would react to this if he just got paid, because you're already paid. But no, you're not going to see any kind of malcontent from majority of these players in a contract year. I mean,
well,
he's
again,
on
he's
his
in a
good behavior,
contract year,
and he's
but he's under team control.
Yeah,
So
they'll
he's
be
not
fine.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Jerry already said they're going to, he will be back. But that's still up for debate. I agree he'll be on his best behavior, but I also agree these young players don't think that much ahead. Again, look what Micah just did. He took the money, and Des Bryant said it perfectly. He said he made the biggest mistake of his life. Now you can say, well, wow, he's making $47 million. With everything that comes with playing for the Cowboys, he cost himself money in the long run. Dallas was giving him 40. Okay, so I'm not going to get deep down that road, but Micah screwed himself. He knew he screwed himself, which is why he went back to Dallas and said, well, how about 43? Now that's $4 million less than 47. Dallas was looking. I think Dallas got so lucky that Micah's no longer here. There's already buyer remorse. I'm sorry, but there is. And we're sitting there with picks and salary cap room to bring back everybody. And that's per Jerry Jones. So now what does that mean? Well, that means that you need to allot these draft picks. You can't pay everybody top dollar. So if you bring back Pickens and Des Bryant, just like Michael did to Micah didn't listen. And it was too late. But Dez is already reaching out to Pickens saying, you got to really think about this. But, I don't know. I don't know what kind of, it seemed, he's been a model citizen, Pickens, for every step of the way. I just find it hard to believe that he's that good. But, I don't know. I can't give you a strong answer. I just know we love the way he's playing. He's a great teammate. And he likes to celebrate after a touchdown.
Yeah, most definitely.
He made that catch that if he wasn't in the out of bounds would have been unbelievable.
Yeah, that one hand catch.
And again, he's
no
like
one can
AJ
deny
Brown,
his play.
where
His play is awesome.
Yeah, AJ Brown gets the double team. CD is the guy. If you look at the tape, he gets the double teams. So
right.
Dak,
that's why
this
Devontae
game, I was happy with, because at other points, Rob, Dak would just try and force feed it into CD, and me and Phil would argue because he's like, well, that's the play design. That's his first read. He trusts CD. I'm like, yeah, okay. But, sometimes you just got to trust the one-on-one matchup. Sometimes it's not going to work. But, that's what happened, I believe, last game. I just thought that he had a big game because that's what the defense was giving him. And with the ball in his hand, I don't know, man. That's impressive, man. What I saw, that was pretty darn impressive. But albeit against a 2-win football team. So again, Rob's right. We got to see it this week, and then the following week, and then the following week. We got 3 tough games. Then it gets easy again. So we'll see. Minnesota looks like a team. Well, let's lay it out, everybody. We got the Eagles. That might be the toughest test. And then, and then you have a really good team who's losing, but I think they're better than their record, but, at home against Kansas City. And then you're at Detroit, okay, which are losing people at an alarming rate, but in Detroit, it's still going to be a tough game. And then you come home against Minnesota, who are a shell of themselves. And then you have a game against the Chargers, who they came back down to earth, but they still have, 7 wins?
Yeah.
And then you go to Washington and to the New York Giants. So, again, you need to start out this road trip. I'm very excited to see how they're going to play against the Eagles. But we can break all that down tonight and get into the minutia of that. But, Adory Island, says Coyote. What's going on, everybody? Let me, Sledhead, Micah bailed out when it counted. Sledhead, again, Micah, I felt myself always trying to defend Micah, the Sledhead. He was a Cowboy. He's a very good pass rusher with the lead. He is. But, man, I'm sorry. I don't see it. I don't see it. Rob A. Got to run. Have fun. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate
Nice,
it.
Rob.
Have a great day,
Bye,
guys.
All right,
Rob.
man.
All right, Rob.
See you, Rob.
Later.
Later. Have a great one.
But in no particular order, anybody want to get in here? We're not going to go too long today, but we'll go a little longer.
Brian, I just think we're going to go as far as our defense is going to take us. I think we know kind of what our offense is, but I think our defense is going to change what we actually do. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I would say that if we're going to win these games or some of the games, our defense has to play at a high level. The good thing is you saw against, a bad offensive line that they could stop the run. They held him to 6 carries for 7 yards. That's the thing. You're right. To Lloyd's thing about Kalen Carson, I just got to figure out what kind of corner he is, because he was disappointing last year, and then he injured his shoulder and had a bunch of injuries. I don't know what kind of corner he is. Is he a good man corner? Because I don't like him in zone either, because he seems like he's always getting behind and giving too much space within the zone. But man, when you have a Quinnen Williams who could collapse the pocket, it makes, and just think, they did it without Solomon Thomas in that game, everybody. He was not
Makes everybody look better. Yeah.
So,
You're right.
go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm interested to know. I don't know if he's playing this game, Perrion.
Well, let's do a little.
okay.
I'll let you finish your thought. But they released Damone Clark, okay, which saved some money, and they activated Perrion Winfrey. I don't know that he's going to be on the 46 on the active roster. I don't know that. But Perrion Winfrey is yet another guy, especially, I keep saying that, especially next to Quinnen Williams. How did Kenny Clark look, everybody?
Oh, great. Hey.
Oh, wow.
Next to Quinnen Williams.
Next to Quinnen.
George
also
Pickens
looked good.
Was
It
great.
was awesome.
Next to CeeDee Lamb. Devontae Smith is great. Next to A.J. Brown getting the double teams. It takes two. Everybody goes, well, how could you pay two? Eagles are doing it. And if Eagles re-sign Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, they're doing it. Just because it's Dallas, we could do it. There's plenty of money. There's lots.
We're going to have so
lots.
much money, it's ridiculous. And if he doesn't, that would be worse than Micah. I think it would be a travesty.
Vinny, to Wade's point, they can't afford to go out and get Max Crosby, but you can afford to get, stay and get Pickens. You could, keep the guys at Brandon Aubrey. You could bring back, you could do all that. But Hallie, finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I can't wait to see how that's going to look. I don't know if he's going to be. Is he playing the Eagles game, or are they going to wait till the next game?
Who, Solomon Thomas?
No, Perriman.
Yeah, I don't know. He's healthy. Remember, he had the back issue, so he's healthy. But that doesn't mean he's going to play. Jonathan Mingo is healthy, but he hasn't played.
Not playing.
So
Jerry came out and said he's going to pay everyone.
Yeah, he did.
He said,
"What's up, Stacy? How are you, brother?" And he's not going anywhere, Stacy. I think that I don't have any, like to Rob's point, I don't have any concrete evidence that he's not a moron. I got news for you. Most of these players are loose cannons. Most of them.
They're kids, and they're kids.
Let's be honest. Right? Most of them are. Not everybody's a Dak Prescott. I'm not talking about on the field, but I'm talking about a model citizen who does nothing but take care of charities, and he's a good dude. Not not everybody's like that, but
You could argue the Cowboys made the two best trades in the NFL this season, Pickens and Williams.
But you know why, Walker? Because
you could argue that.
Yeah, but one thing, Walker, Jerry realized. I think he's starting to realize, he's getting close to the upper room. He needs to start. And if he just wants to see a Super Bowl, he needs to start spending that money.
I think the Cowboys going forward in the next season. The Cowboys going forward in the next season are going to be. I'm just letting all the Eagles fans know. Giving you a warning. This is probably it for y'all. This is probably it for y'all because we got 2 first-round picks coming up this next year and a shitload of cap room. Y'all are about to be in some deep shit. Pretty quick.
And I think our offense would be more explosive if we play Ryan Flournoy over Tobin. Just think about that, Wade, in game time.
Go ahead, Wade.
Mo,
No,
what's up?
I think going forward, like after this season, the Cowboys we're gonna get better. We got 2 first-round picks. We're young. This Quentin Williams trade, if it's going the way it's going right now, man, I'm letting the Eagles fans know right now, y'all are in fucking trouble going forward. We're gonna dominate this division.
But wait, what do you think
We're gonna
about
dominate this
playing?
division.
What you think about playing Ryan Flournoy over Jalen Tobin?
Yeah. Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah. I don't really focus
What
on
the
it. I'm
hell's
like,
a Flournoy?
it's just Pickens and CD. That's all I see out there. Pickens, CD, and Ferguson. Those other guys are just bodies.
I just think he can.
Yeah, I got to
contribute
agree
more.
with Wade. The Eagles on fuel. You know, I've been trying to tell everybody. There's been a lot of rumblings going on up in Philadelphia.
That I can tell you, definitely. It's still going on, Brian. It is still going on.
Momo,
What's that? We'll touch
at the
on
gym
that
right
later.
now, son.
We're gonna touch on that later. Again, you keep hearing some of the fans say, "Wow, it's the championship locker room." Well, the stuff's
Chris May
leaking out
stranded
now.
still, or
Yeah, he's on a plane now.
oh, okay.
But what's up? Who do I keep hearing myself? What's up, Momo?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm
Hey,
at
Momo, were you at Vegas? Because apparently we were seen in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, game time.
A
I have to
twin.
tell you about that. Hey, Momo.
He has a twin in
Three times,
Vegas.
they'll tell you.
What's up, Momo?
So, hey, nothing. How's everybody doing? I'm
up,
just
Momo?
enjoying this. I am so much enjoying this.
Good.
This is my outlet. I Lloyd. Oh boy, I just enjoy this.
You must watch my show.
Yes.
I started hate
I'm
week
watching
right
the
after
show.
the game.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
Game
Momo.
time. How you?
Hey, Lloyd, Momo was proud of you.
Yeah, I started hate week early. I wasn't playing. I want all the smoke.
But here's the thing. I'll be waiting for the fall.
What fall?
Of course, you waiting for a fall.
Our
Momo.
fall? So you're rooting for the Eagles this week?
Yeah, he an Eagles fan. Or game time.
Okay. All right.
Really?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, me too.
He always talk about the Eagles.
Hiding
He
in
talk
shame,
about
huh,
the Eagles.
Momo? Hiding in shame, huh?
Yeah, he talk about the Eagles more than he talk.
Are you
about
like
the
a
Commanders.
Hamid? You just say you're rooting for the Commanders, but you're really just a Dallas hater.
Did Momo just fall? Where's he at?
Oh no.
He's hiding in shame, Hallie.
What is that? Just his hat?
Yeah, he's got his hat on screen. I'm gonna mute him.
Hopefully he's all right.
No,
There you go.
There you are.
Daniel says, once Friday arrives, I will be unleashed. Oh, well. Wade, on behalf of the Eagles Nation, we have Howie, you have Jerry. Again, we'll see, D'Angelo. We shall see, man. We're excited. We are excited for this, this game.
Sorry. Excuse me, everybody. I apologize. I had to take that. It was a funeral home, so I had to go there and take that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay.
How's your wife? How's your wife, Momo?
She's good. She's good.
Good.
Friday and Saturday is the hard 2 days. But anyway, so let me say this: all Washington fans and all basement dwellers like Washington, the Giants.
You came home, Momo. You came home. Welcome home, Momo.
Don't play Jayden Daniels, please. Do not play that man. No, let be with his mama and be his mama babysit him. Please don't play this man.
Is he supposed to play this week?
It's probably in 2 weeks. They talk about playing him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's.
Didn't he dislocate his elbow or
Well,
whatever?
I think
it
what
was?
happens is I think the coach starts to worry about his job, and he starts putting players in jeopardy. So that's what
Yeah,
I
the
think.
owner should get to him and tell him, sit him, your job is okay, stick around, we'll wait till next year. You know, you're given a bad deck of cards to play with this year, so move on to next year.
That's what I hope my Giants do. Like Scatterboo and this other guy, sit
That
down.
was nuts, though. Scatterboo at that WWE thing
That
Oh
and
was
yeah, that was
get
playing.
crazy.
pushed
That was
around.
he
Isn't
got
that kind of crazy?
no.
That
That
was
was
all.
playing.
That was
Yeah, I
playing,
know,
man.
but in playing, they're getting pushed around regardless. I mean, you could see it. God forbid something happens to his other ankle playing around there.
You know, the Scatterboo was he wasn't in danger. Everybody making a big thing about that
Yeah, it was, man. It
little
was.
so-called.
You know how
It
wrestling
wasn't
is.
even anything.
Well, if you
It's just
watch
the
it,
media, ESPN, and all these sports
Side.
outlets, and New York fans are going crazy over why he's playing. And why he's
anytime
doing it,
it's
he's going.
but anytime it's physical like that. Now, when he pushed him, it was fine. When he got pushed back again, who knows what could have happened? You know, you're on a bum leg as it is.
And
And
accidents do happen, even though they're skidded.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't realize
exactly
he
an
was so
accident.
short.
It wouldn't be a thing that you would think would
Jesse,
happen, but it's possible. And then you got Abdul Carter there holding up the belt.
Hold on. I need to address the Eagles fan that said we got Howie, you got Jerry. Hold on. Let's look at this unbiased. The Cowboys overall this season made better moves than the Eagles. We got Pickens. We got Williams, and we got 2 first-round draft picks next year and more cap space. We overall made better moves than y'all this season. That's the way I see it. You got no player on your team you made. The Eagles, y'all did not acquire talent better than the Cowboys this season. We got Quentin Williams and George Pickens.
Well, they got the edge rusher who's also a free agent. So again, they're gonna have to pay him big money to keep him, Jalen Phillips. They can, but don't say we can't do stuff. But if you can, why can't we? So
Hey, game time.
Yes.
I'll be listening tonight. I'm finna get ready for work. I'll
all right,
talk
man.
to y'all.
We're
Later,
getting ready to
Lloyd.
get out of here. I just wanted to do a little live stream. We could talk about a lot more
Lloyd.
of it. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
No,
Lloyd.
you're good.
I'm looking forward for that smile to be upside down.
I know you are. It's not happening, partner. It's not happening, partner.
Are you doing pre-hate week?
Oh yeah, I started.
Oh,
I
no.
started. I
Oh, you
thought you
should.
talking about me. Yeah, I will be live on Friday.
I'm gonna get out of here, guys.
Game
Nice
time
to
before
meet
you
you
not
go.
going yet. No, I'm just telling them I'm not going to be on that long. We'll go a little bit longer.
Okay, no, but I'm gonna get out
No.
of here real quick.
All right,
I'll see you
man.
guys in the next one.
I'll talk to you,
All
buddy.
right, Mark.
See you.
Love the
All right, later.
community.
Bye, Rock.
Love
Dirty
Okay.
y'all.
Sanchez
See
with the super
y'all.
chat. Also, Jerry has more rings than you, bottom of the basement Eagles. There you go, Dirty Sanchez. There you go.
Hey, game time. I told let Holly tell you what I have planned for Cowboy Hate Week.
Oh God.
Let her tell you.
All right.
Really?
Well, what he wanted to do. What, you got the outfit already? The
Yes, it's
you know,
already came in.
Yeah, Crazy Ray. You remember Crazy Ray?
I
He's
probably
got a friend
won't do it.
that was supposed to come on and be Crazy Ray, who's denouncing the
The Cowboy.
Cowboys. Yeah.
What's going on? I'm sorry.
He bought, with the outfit that Crazy Ray
Whistling.
wore when he
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
and well, he's got a friend that he got the outfit for, and he's supposed to come on and start denouncing the Cowboys.
Okay. Interesting.
I'll let you explain the rest of it, Mom.
I'm not going to do it though, but it's demeaning to his memory, so I
Yeah.
won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
thought,
ridiculous.
I said that'd be kind of hard to pull.
Yeah.
The other one is bring an ex-Cowboy cheerleader up there. I pay her.
I know a lot of people were really loving the Oakland Raiderettes. They were digging the Raiderettes, man.
Mhm.
So yeah, the Raiderettes were getting a lot of love.
So did you see any Cowboys up there? players.
Yeah, I saw Tyron Smith up close and personal.
Oh, cool.
That's a big guy right there.
Hey, after the game, did you go down by where the Monday Night Football crew was? Were you able to get down there? Or you guys
Nah,
just
we
left
didn't.
right after?
I don't need to go down there. We stayed in our seats for a while, and we were letting the crowd go out because we were going to walk back to Mandalay, so we were in no rush. But I guess we could have. But the way they had that stadium, you could get over there, but they were kind of didn't want you to leave too far out of your area. So
It looked kind of cool though. But
yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I mean, like it was fun. It
What?
really was.
How were they doing the interview with Dak Prescott? Was that on the other side
No, that
from
was on my
y'all?
side. That was
Was
on
it
my
on your
side, but
side?
it was on the other side of the field.
Did
Like
you see
we were at one
game
end
time?
zone, they were down the other side.
Yeah, game time. Did you see the guy over there, Geno Smith, interviewed by with two of the guys there from the crew? They were pitching the ball to each other.
Oh yeah. That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty cool.
My feeling, if I go to a game after the game is over with, I'm not going back to no Monday night crew or Sunday night crew because what's the point? I don't want to see those guys because I'm trying to beat this truck.
Yeah, you broke up.
Oh, I got to ask you something. Guyton's flop.
Oh my God, I didn't see it
Academy
live.
Award. Oh my God, Academy Award.
I didn't see it live, but I saw it afterwards. Listen, man, that's all part of it. Everybody does that. He got the penalty.
It was hilarious. Yeah, he did. He got it
He got the
accomplished.
penalty. So
needed-
again,
he
just
needed-
remember, people, if we would have lost, everybody would have been bitching. Same old Dallas. The fact that we dominated on the road on Monday Night Football, like you knew you weren't going to get the credit. When we beat the Eagles this week, there'll be an excuse of why we did, why we won. That's fine. I'm waiting for it.
Well,
they'll push the goalposts. That's what
I
they
don't
always
care
do.
though. Just like they're not gonna. If they beat us, they're not gonna let us off the slack. Or
But game time,
But
I
when
believe.
we win, I'm coming for your meats because
just nice to get the win. That's all.
I believe.
Nice to get the win.
I know. I'm just
another win.
I'm not hating on the Cowboys. I'm just saying I believe the Eagles gonna have they play their best game.
I didn't have a corn dog. I had a foot-long hot dog. It was good.
I think the game's going to be close.
Momo,
we kept
we
it
can't-
close last time.
What
Why
did
can't we
Momo
do it this
say?
time with better players playing?
did
in
Momo
the
I can't
say?
defense?
trust what Momo said. Oh, the Eagles are going to have their best game. I can't trust the words you say anymore. I thought you said the Washington Commanders are going to be 17-0 this year.
I did not say that.
Oh, 7-0.
Jaden Daniels, next Tom Brady. That's what I was hearing. Where's he at?
Well,
No
listen,
sophomore slump.
I was happy with how the team played with all the adversity that they had. I thought that was very impressive. It's a young football team. And with the loss of your teammate, his second-year teammate.
Is the white race up here? Did you want
I
to
have to mute you, brother. Sorry.
Kind of like how we said Micah made the defense better, like as far as the pass rushing. You could tell immediately Quentin Williams made that interior D line, like all the players like Osa and Clark, better.
Again,
if you go back and watch that game, like it's just
stats tell you who's the best defensive tackle in the NFL this year. That's what that tells you.
Plus, the energy in that game, offense and defense, was 100%. Sometimes you watch them play, it doesn't. You don't really
Well, that's
see
why
that.
I'm so concerned because we play too much zone, and I think until this defensive coordinator realizes that zone isn't the answer, we're going to continue to struggle.
I'm sorry. Mama, what are you eating? You're muted.
I muted him because we heard all the outside noise.
He's eating.
Yeah, he showed a plate of food.
I'm eating some sushi and a rainbow sushi. And it's a new place, and it's really nice in here, brand new. I was trying to get some sake, but they ain't got their liquor license yet. I'm like, why you open on liquor license?
But anyway, we're gonna keep this one short because I am gonna get it ready for the 9 o'clock show tonight. It'll be NFC East Clash, and hopefully Momo and everybody can join. Whoever, there's not going to be like combatants. I've been away. I haven't set anything up, but we'll do something. I don't even think Phil will be on because I know Phil has a long day of work ahead. But I'll let him know. So, but any final thoughts? And we will talk way more about Vegas. But I just gave you a taste of some of the things. I got some videos that I have to work on. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. I'll just want to say, go Washington.
Okay, go Washington.
Go where?
Who you playing this
come
week?
down here. What you need to do? You come down here.
Go where? To the basement?
Who you playing, Washington? You're playing the Commandos are playing. Are you playing? No, you're off this week. The bye week this week is Washington, Chargers, Dolphins, Broncos. That's the 4 teams on a bye. So, all right. Wade, are you available tonight, brother?
Yeah, I shouldn't be doing anything. Oh, what'd you say, about 7:30?
It's about 8 o'clock your time.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't be doing nothing besides at the house.
All right, well, just use the same link, guys, but I'll repost it so people don't get confused. But with that, I am going to get out of here. I got some stuff I still got to do. Any final words, Hallie and Vinny?
I'm good, but I'm glad you're back. That's all.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
glad y'all got
Very
back,
simple.
man. I was like, damn,
no doubt.
Chris,
Yeah,
man. Chris got screwed.
Well,
Brian, I was going to.
Well,
Hey, Brian, I was going through some withdrawal. I was going through some withdrawal from you guys. I need to see you guys.
Yeah, I know.
What did he do? Fly Spirit Airlines?
Yeah,
Frontier?
don't fly Spirit, but
Oh God, no.
You'll see a lot of twerking.
Well, let me just end with this final thing, Jesse. I'm gonna screw it up, but when we landed in Philadelphia, well, I have some more stories, but I'm gonna save that. But I'll just say this: when we landed in Philadelphia, Jesse, when the plane was on the ground. Well, you know what? Save it. I'm gonna. All right. Well, I'm gonna say this part. I won't say the other part that almost brought the plane down. But the last thing before I get out of here is oh yeah, there was some shit that went on the plane. But
I knew it.
But the pilot landed and he goes, "Welcome to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love." He goes, but no, this is no lie. He says, but, and Phil will know exactly word for word what he said, I'm sure, better than I would. But the Dallas Cowboys will and always will be American. He went on a 1.5-minute diatribe about how Dallas is America's team. The tush push stinks. And he went on and on. It's a non-football play. This is the pilot of the American Airlines flight when we landed in Philly. And then most of the plane there was a few Raider fans, a bunch of Cowboy fans. There wasn't obviously any Eagle fans on the plane. Maybe there was a couple, going home to visit, but nothing major. It was hysterical. So obviously,
Are you sure you wasn't?
I wish I would have got it on tape, man.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, American Airlines is the official airline of the Dallas Cowboys.
It is, and they use them. That's what I was telling my wife. But when he went on and on and on, he goes, "Don't ever forget it." And I think that's what what bothers a lot of fans, that even though Dallas hasn't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, it's obviously hard to win a Super Bowl. We would love, I think what we're more upset about is we haven't won more playoff games. But still, the following that this team has is ridiculous. It's still ridiculously popular. So,
hey, Brian, is it a chance that you might be one of your subscribers?
I don't think so. No. But more on that as well. I did get some subscribers, and so it was very, very fun. But we'll talk more about it. I don't want to give it all away. I want to talk about it with Primetime Phil too.
Great.
Good. Have a little tease for later.
Yeah. I don't know if he's on tonight, but we'll definitely over the coming days we'll talk about more. But the plane ride home, let's just say that I think I may have thwarted something that could have gotten out of control. I was surprised, but we will talk about it later. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Good.
See you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, guys.